The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. My name is Ron Chuckett. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to the program for this 24th day of February, 2025. We are in the middle of May. It's Preakness week here. It's the second full or third full week of May. And we have for you a decent one from Ebbets Field to Brooklyn, a beautiful Wednesday for you. For the Brooklyn Dodgers, who are now tied for first place with the Milwaukee Braves, and the St. Louis Cardinals, who feature Stan Musial. So Brooklyn at home, looking to trying to take control of the National League if they can. I think they have the best pitching, and they have a lot of power. Now the good news is for Brooklyn is I think their pitching is better than Cincinnati's and Milwaukee's on paper, but paper don't get you all that much. For the Cardinals, they're a decent team, kind of like the Red Sox in the era. They're going to win their fair share of games. I just don't really see them contending. Herm Waymeyer on the mound for St. Louis, and Roger Craig on the hill for Brooklyn. So that's what we got. 3 for you this week, starting right this moment. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1956. Today, from Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, New York, it is the Brooklyn Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. And today's ballgame is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Facebook, on iTunes, Spotify, let's go. Herd of Turtles, or wherever else you find podcasts are listed. Spreaker. That was the word I was looking for. Spreaker. Oy vey. So Roger Craig gets the call. How you doing, Tribe fan? Big Dave, how 47 in Rochester. There's a lot of water in that snow, David. I think we have like 6 or 7 inches of rainwater waiting to melt up in the woods. And it's going to get warm. I might be able to get out of here tomorrow, though, which is great. Roger Craig pitching for the Dodgers, 26 years old, making his 5th start of the year. 1-1 with a 2.67 ERA. He is a fastball pitcher at 88 and a fly ball pitcher. Remember, he's going to be short a start because of that against Cincinnati. He pitched 6 innings in real life and then was supposed to come back 2 days later, and that just wasn't going to work. So he is on 9 days rest because of that. Sandy Koufax took the start from him. So he last pitched against the Giants and didn't pitch all that long in a 4-2 loss. 4 innings, 66 pitches, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a home run. He walked 2 and struck out 1 in taking his first loss of the year. 27 innings, 22 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 3 homers. He has walked 5 and struck out 15. It is Eddie Murray's birthday today, and Paula's on. So a baseball Hall of Famer, a news anchor, and a concert cellist. And we're not talking about Eddie Murray. Craig, on the 27th of April, 2 hit the Pirates in a 4-0 shutout. Here's how the Cardinals will line up for you. Don Blasingame is at short. He'll lead off. Red Shanedean at second. Will bat second. Stan Musial and right will go third. Ken Boyer at third cleans up the unibrow. Wally Moon at first will bat fifth. Rip Rapolsky in left goes sixth. Jackie Brandt, who will end up spending some very quality time with the Baltimore Orioles, is in center field. He'll bat seventh. Hal Smith, I wonder what name else he goes by. He should have been in the picture file. He's not. He's behind the plate. He'll go eighth. Herm Waymeyer getting his first start of the year. He will go to, or at least his first start with St. Louis. He was with Philadelphia, or was with Philadelphia. He'll bat ninth, and Craig can go 125 pitches. Oops. Defensively for wow, herd of Thunder and Turtles. Sandy Amoros is a 6 and a 3 in left. Duke Snyder, an 8 and a 7 in center. Carl Furillo is a 6 and a 10 in right. The infield, Jackie Robinson a 7 at third. Pee Wee Reese an 8 and 7 at short. Jim Gilliam is a 9 and a 6 at second. He's been primarily in left in the streams that we've done. He makes most of his money as a second baseman, though, especially after they moved to Los Angeles. Gil Hodges, a 10 at first. Campanella, a 10 and a 10 behind the plate. And Craig is a 6 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Blasingame hitting .318, no homers, and 7 RBI. It is a cool night here in Brooklyn, 60 degrees, the wind going from right to left at 3. A pretty packed house here. The Cardinals are 14 and 9. This is game 24 for them. The Dodgers are 15 and 7. This is game number 23. Pitch to Blasingame is a ground ball to Pee Wee. We'll have it on several hops. Throws to Hodges. Blasingame is running, but he is retired, and that's how this one starts. Red Schoendienst is about to become really familiar with New York, hitting .300, 6 doubles, and 11 RBIs. He will go to the Giants. That is up the middle, past a diving Gilliam. And let's see if Snyder's going to dive for it himself. And the Duke can't get there. Does it skip past him? Schoendienst around first. He's headed for 2 as that bounced all the way to the wall. And Red has his 7th double of the year. For Stan Musial, hitting .280, 4 home runs and 18 RBI. And that is a ground ball to Gilliam. Junior Wades throws to Hodges, and Stan is retired, 2 out. So Schoendienst moves to third for Ken Boyer. Off to a great start, .368, 7 home runs, and 28 RBI. Craig, the creator of the split finger, winds and deals with 2 out, struck him out. That'll do after a half an inning here. It is the Cardinals nothing, the Dodgers nothing. So let's tell you about Herm. He is over from Philadelphia. Unfortunately, in the game, it doesn't tell you the stats from, it's just 2 separate entries here. So making his St. Louis debut, Herm is 29, 85-mile-an-hour fastball, and a ground ball pitcher. The lineup he'll face, Jim Gilliam leads off at second. Pee Wee Reese at short will bat second. Duke Snyder in center will go third. Roy Campanella cleans up behind the plate. Gil Hodges at first will bat fifth. Sandy Robinson at third, or Jackie Robinson at third will bat sixth. 1, 2, 3. 5 Hall of Famers in a row in the Dodger lineup. Sandy Amoros in left will bat seventh. Carl Furillo in right. Well, you imagine that. You imagine batting Carl Furillo 8th. In right field, Craig will bat 9th, and Waymeyer can go 130 pitches. It was pretty effective. He can go both ways as a starter and a reliever. Defensively for St. Louis, Rip Rapolsky, a 6 and a 2 in left. Jackie Brandt, a 3 and a 6 in center. Stan Musial, a 4 and a 6 in right. What year does he become a first baseman? Ken Boyer is a 10 at third. Don Blasingame is a 6 and a 10 at short. Red Schoendienst a 7 and a 7 at second. And Wally Moon is a 6 at first. Hal Smith is a 6 and a 6 behind the plate. Waymeyer with the Cardinals is a 7 with a .951 fielding percentage. Gilliam at .315, 3 triples, a home run, and 13 RBI. Pitch to Jim. They play for... Nope, they don't. That is over Wally Moon and in front of Musial, and Gilliam has himself a single. Brings up Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee at .282, a home run and 11 RBI. Waymeyer deals. Struck him out. That's the first. Herm is a pitch-to-contact pitcher. He struck out 68 in 170 2/3 with the Cardinals. So 1 out as Pee Wee chased a 1-2 off-speed pitch. Here's Duke Snider. Duke at 376, 9 homers, and 22 RBI. In fact, he has scored 22 runs in 22 games. Throw to first. And Gilliam is back and now will not go. There is a ground ball over Moon, and Gilliam is on his way to third. Musial will throw it. It's directly to third. Gilliam slides, and Boyer, they got the tag down. How about that? So it was a 77% chance, and Musial had enough on it. It was a hard hop off that grass and right in the waiting glove of Kenny Boyer, and there's 2 out. So Snider on first. It goes 9-5. That's a Dolly Parton play out there for Stan Musial. Here's Roy Campanella. Slow start, 179, a home run, and 10 RBI. So Snyder had the single. Pitch to Campy. Got him. So a good first inning for St. Louis. And Waymeyer, he got Campanella to look at a fastball. After 1, Dodgers 2 hits to leave a runner on. No score. So Moon, Rapolsky, and Brandt to face Craig here in the second. Wally at 322, 5 home runs, and 20 RBI. That is into right center. Snyder, 1 out. Rapolsky at 414, 2 homers, and 13 RBI. Craig's pitch. And Rip draws the walk. So a cool night here in Brooklyn for May 16th. Jackie Brandt, limited duty. I'm sure he did a lot of AAA. 9 for 19, though, in the replay. 474 with 4 doubles and 6 RBI. Craig deals. Shallow or left field. Back goes Amorose. Sandy tracks it down, makes the catch, and Rapolsky goes back to first. So hopefully you guys had a good weekend. 2/3 of you think St. Louis is going to win. Here is Hal Smith. Hal at 200, no homers, and 3 RBI. Rapolsky, not a threat to steal. Smith, left center. Snyder runs it down, makes the catch, slides on the grass, and makes a great play. So Snyder, 2 out. No, that'll do it. So the Cardinals leave a runner on. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the second here in Brooklyn. No score. So Waymeyer to face Hodges, Robinson, and Amorose. Gill at 315, 4 home runs, and 19 RBI. Waymeyer deals, and that is in the left field. Blasting game going out. Rapolsky coming in. Rip is there. 1 out. For Jackie Robinson, hitting 325, 3 home runs, and 10 RBI. That is up the middle, off the mound. Blasting game on the run. Throws to first, and Robinson is retired. For Amorose, Sandy at 314, 2 triples, 2 homers, and 12 RBI. Slow chopper down to Moon. Wally has it, takes it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Dodgers go in order here in the second, and after 2, there is no score. So Waymeyer to face Blasting, or to Blasting game and Shane Deans to face Craig. Herm with the Cardinals, 224, 2 homers, and 8 RBI, so he can hit. Craig struck him out on a fastball, a 1-2 splitter that was chased, 1 out. So opening 9 for Craig, 35 pitches, 2 1/3, a hit, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Blasting game is 0 for 1. Got him. So Craig has a good morning and a good afternoon here in this third. He has now struck out 3. Here's Shane Dienst. He doubled in the first, but did not score. So Craig settling right in here. Delivers. That is a ground ball to Gilliam. Jr. waits for it, throws to Hodges, and that will retire the side. St. Louis goes in order after 2.5. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Cardinals nothing, the Dodgers nothing. Where's Scotty here? Where's Scotty Howard? Ferrillo, Craig, and Gilliam to face Waymeyer here in the third. Carl at 352. Again, how good is this lineup where Carl Ferrillo is hitting 8th? 6 doubles, 4 homers, and 18 RBI. In the left, Rapolsky going back makes the catch. 1 out for Roger Craig, who cannot hit. He's 0 for 7 on the year, and on the real life, he went 1 for 61 with an RBI. Waymeyer delivers, and Craig strikes out. Waymeyer took something off of that one, and for Herm, that's 3. So opening 9 for Waymeyer, 29 pitches, 2 2/3, 2 hits, and 3 strikeouts. Gilliam singled to start the ballgame. That is a ground ball to Shane Dienst. Red has it, throws to first, and Gilliam is done. We've played a quick 3 innings here at Ebbets Field. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Dodgers. In St. Louis, nothing. Brooklyn, nothing. So Musial, Boyer, and Moon to face Craig. Did you guys do anything exciting over the weekend? Stan is 0 for 1. Also has an assist out there in the outfield. Walked him. I can hear the wind behind me. Fastball missed inside. Musial is on. Second walk for Craig. And now I'll bring up Boyer, who struck out his first time up. Slow chopper. Robinson, that's a line little looper, rather. And Jackie will make the play. Hit right there. Kind of a rainbow looper, and Jackie made the easy catch. 1 out. For Wally Moon is 0 for 1. That is going to be past a diving Pee Wee Reese. Amorose has it. Musial is going to try for third. The throw to Robinson, and Stan gets under the tag. They throw back to Reese. Do they get Moon? They do! What a smart play. Robinson knew he wasn't going to be able to get Musial. He fired it to Pee Wee Reese, and they get Wally Moon trying to catch the extra base. Heads up baseball by Jackie Robinson. So 2 out here, top of the 4th. And instead of having runners on the corners and 1 out, it's Rapolsky, who walked his first time up, and Musial on third. Not exciting, Tribe fan, but listen to some of Saturdays and Sundays. Oh, Guardians games. So watch other sporting events. Pitch to Rapolsky. There's a fly ball, right center. Snyder retreating, going way back there and gone. That is a pick and a poke to put one out of there. That one hit the screen above the ads, and the Cardinals are up 2-0 on Rapolsky's 3rd home run of the year. That is a hard place to put one. Out there in right center. I think he just won himself a Van Heusen shirt. So 2-0 St. Louis on that. Here's Bryant. He's 0 for 1. Craig deals. There is a liner to short. Pee Wee's there, and that will do. So the Cardinals, 2 runs on the 2-run shot by Rapolsky, 2 hits and no errors. And we go to the bottom of the fourth here at Ebbets. It's the Cardinals 2, the Dodgers nothing. So here are the standings. Milwaukee and Brooklyn have kind of caught up as far as the games back thing is concerned. Milwaukee has played 16 games, Brooklyn 22, and they are essentially tied. St. Louis is in third, a game and a half back, and you're seeing why. Cincinnati at 500, then the rest of the National League. In the American League, the Red Sox and Cleveland are tied for first. Kind of. Red Sox have a higher winning percentage. In Washington, the Yankees and Tigers are at 500. One of them will not finish at 500. Then Kansas City's kind of come back down to earth. Chicago at 9 and 10. I mean, it's all pretty tight. And then there's Baltimore. Scotty's here now. How are you? Now that St. Louis has gone in the lead. Already been. Oh, you know who the trade was for? Waymeyer for Harvey Haddix. Right? Or is Haddix with St. Louis? Nope. It'll be Reese Snyder and Campanella to face Waymeyer here in the fourth. Pee Wee struck out one of Herm's 3 on the afternoon, his first time up. There is a base hit in the left center field. Rapolsky will play that off the wall. Pee Wee digging for 2, and he's got his third double of the year. I think since we talked to you last, Major League Baseball and ESPN have filed for divorce from each other. Major League Baseball, doing the right thing, says ESPN doesn't really care about our sport. And I know there are people at ESPN who deeply cared about baseball. At one point, Duke Snyder singled his first time up. When I worked for Fansided and covered the Washington Nationals, ESPN would make someone available to us if the Nationals were on Sunday Night Baseball. I got to talk to Buster Olney twice, and trust me, that was just a gem of a conversation. I also had a chat with Tim Kirkshin, who was as boilerplate as you could get, and Eduardo Perez, who I believe at some point should have been a manager. Pitch to Snyder. Duke, that is up the middle and will drop in front of Jackie Brandt. Reese around third. Is he going to get caught off? No. He goes back. Blasingame had it, and Reese had the wherewithal to stop. So runners on the corners for Campanella, who struck out his first time up. So first and third, nobody out. But you get the sense, especially when, because I haven't watched a game on ESPN in forever, but when we were forced to watch the Nats on Sunday Night Baseball, and it had nothing to do with Jessica Mendoza. I think it was, Shulman was gone at that point, I think, 2017. It seemed that ESPN wanted to do everything but talk about the game in hand. Pitch to Campanella. Slow chopper down to Boyer. What's Reese going to do? Reese is going to try and score. They're going to try and turn 2 out of this. Shane Deans for 1 and Moon for 2. So Campanella grounds into a 5-4-3 double play, but Pee Wee will score, and it's a 2-1 ball game. So nobody on for Hodges. Gill is 0 for 1. That was a fantastic play by the underrated Kenny Boyer. And so, to finish the point, while there were people at ESPN who cared deeply about baseball, it didn't reflect in their on-air product. Pitch to Hodges. Struck him out. That's 4 for Waymeyer. And after 4, Dodgers get on the board. A run on 2 hits and no errors. We go to the 5th here at Ebbets Field. St. Louis 2, Brooklyn 1. So Hal Smith, Waymeyer, and Blasingame to face Craig here in the 5th. Hal is 0 for 1. When ESPN started that contract back in 1990. I think they showed too much baseball. They had doubleheaders on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The Sunday night game. And I think they had a game on Thursday, didn't they? Pitch to Smith. And there's a fly ball, left field. Amorose, is that cooking? That is off the wall. So Amorose got a bad jump on it, and somehow, I think Hal was just kind of watching it. That should have been a double, and instead it's a single. So the Dodgers made a bad play, and so did the Cardinals. Waymire is 0 for 1. Craig struck him out his first time up, and they're going to play for the bunt. So Robinson and Hodges come in. Craig deals. That is dropped down, foul. So 0-2 the count. Robinson and Hodges go back. The Friday doubleheader seems too much. Okay for Monday and Wednesday, only because they can be two of the slower nights. They should have done Mondays and Thursdays, because those are the two slowest nights. Apple does the Friday night doubleheader now if you have Apple TV. I think my main problem with ESPN especially, that as seasons got longer and they got the NBA, and football becoming the behemoth that it was a behemoth in the 80s. It's just now the two-ton gorilla in the room, along with all their college football, was that it just was never a priority. Baseball is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And ESPN has been known for years for just touting the crap out of itself and not necessarily the games that it covers. I'd love to see, I don't think baseball will get the $750 million a year that ESPN gave, and another deal, but if you could do a USA NBC deal or something like that. I mean, ESPN just spent what, $2.5 billion a year for the NBA? Give it to, sell the package to people who enjoy producing the product. I think Fox enjoys baseball a great deal. Pitch to Waymire. That is past Craig and Gilliam into center field. So Smith is on second. Waymire has a single. That's the fifth hit. So Craig, 18 batters, 65 pitches, 4+ innings, 5 hits. The home run to Rapolsky. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. Blasingame is 0 for 2 with a K. Craig shakes his head, deals, and that got away from Campanella. That's a wild pitch. He'll go all the way to the backstop, and with nobody out here in the fifth, everybody moves up 90. That is a line drive to Gilliam, and everybody has to scamper back as Jim makes the catch, 1 out. For Shane Dienst, 1 for 2. He doubled in the first. Yeah, if you can't get the rights to the World Series, reason why I don't think NBC will go for MLB is they lose way too much money on the Olympics every 2 years. Yeah, I'm not sure how much that money MLB can, will generate in ads. It obviously would not be for the World Series. Fox has that locked up. Then again, NBC just ponied up all that money and are getting a conference final every other year in the NBA. I understand that the NBA is a better draw, potentially. Pitch to Shane Dienst. Popped up. Robinson waits for it and will make the catch. 2 out from Stan the Man. Musial walked and scored in the fourth. The ESPN package is the Sunday night games, the opening day games, the home run derby, and the wild card round. So there would be playoffs in the package, but pitch to Musial. There's a fly ball center field. Back goes Snyder, and Duke will make the catch. So the Cardinals threaten but do not score. Hey, it's above freezing today in Burlington. How about that? Halfway home, St. Louis 2, Brooklyn 1. If you joined us late, it's been a good one. St. Louis at 14-9, trailing the Dodgers by not too much. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Dodgers 15-7 coming in, tied with the Braves. 1 run, 4 hit, no errors. Rip Rapolsky hit one in the right center, high up on the screen in the 4th to make it 2-0, a 2-run shot, and his 3rd of the year. And then Campanella with a fielder's choice in the 4th to make it a 2-1 ballgame. So Waymeyer, 4 innings in his Cardinal debut, 4 hits, a run, an earned run, and 4 strikeouts. And Roger Craig, a 5-hitter through 5, both the runs are earned. On the home run, he has walked 2 and struck out 3. Robinson is 0 for 1. There's a ground ball to third. Boyer across the way to Moon. And Jackie's out. Sandy Amorose is 0 for 1. So Herm impressing the Cardinals in his St. Louis debut. There is a ground ball. Shane Dienst has it over to Moon for the out. 2 out for Ferrillo, who's 0 for 1. I honestly would think that, you know, if you looked at, although I can't imagine that Comcast wants to spend that kind of money, but if Fox wanted to expand the package for a while, that a Thursday night national game of the week instead of Sunday night would work quite well until we get into football season. And then, you know, take it. You have to understand that the NFL is the king of the hill. Carl Ferrillo is 0 for 1. That is a ground ball to Moon. The unibrow will take it, and that will retire the side. Dodgers go in order after 5. St. Louis 2, Brooklyn 1. Boyer 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Of course, the other elephant in the room talking about the NBA is, are any of those 3 partners, Amazon Prime, NBC, Universal, or ESPN, going to get their money's worth out of that NBA package? I mean, that's an obscene amount of money. Boyer is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Fly ball to right. Ferrillo is going back, but will make the catch for the out, 1 away. The other figure I saw, not to belabor the point, Wally Moon 1 for 2 with a single, is that 20 years ago, there were 106 million homes with cable television in this country. ESPN now, or that had access to ESPN. Through just cable television, that number has shrunk to 53 million. Yeah, especially with LeBron retiring in the next 5-ish years. You don't think Bronny's headed for the Hall of Fame there, Tim? And maybe the same with Curry and Durant. Yep, it's a generational exchange again. Moon 1 for 2. Fly ball, right field. Ferrillo coming in, Gilliam and Hodges going out. Carl will make the catch, 2 out. Rapolsky homered in his last at-bat, and the screen in right center, just by that Van Heusen sign, way out there. Craig is now allowed 4 home runs. 2 out, top of the 6th, 2-1 St. Louis. Rapolsky to Snyder in center. Duke is there, and that'll do. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 5.5, it's the Cardinals 2, the Dodgers 1. Yeah, the cable TV numbers are I didn't realize that the hemorrhaging had been that bad. We cut the cord a while ago. We pay for YouTube TV, which isn't much better. Roger Craig is 0 for 1 with a K. Will stay in the game. Waymire deals. Craig hits a ground ball to short. Blasingame is there. Throws to Moon for the out, 1 away. Especially when you consider that most people now take in chunks of things, those 18 to 20 minute condensed super highlight packages. Jim Gilliam 1 for 2 with a single. Waymire has pitched well. 74 pitches, 18 batters, 5 1/3, 4 hits, and 4 strikeouts. There is a ground ball to third. Boyer has it. It goes across the way to Moon for the out. I mean, the addition of the pitch clock has turned baseball games into a 2.5-hour affair. It has been effective. Pee Wee Reese 1 for 2, a double and a run scored. Yep. There are someone there, Mike, had the VCR running and got a lot of stuff from WPTZ, Channel 5, North Pole, New York. Yep, and the first of Vinny's games was the Expos and the Dodgers from April '83. Pitch to Pee Wee. Struck him out. Waymire has fanned 5. We are through 6 here. No runs, no hits, no errors. Cardinals 2, Dodgers 1. So Brandt, Smith, and Waymire here in the 7th to face Roger Craig. Jackie 0 for 2. There's a fly ball, left center field. Amorose in the alley will make the catch. 1 out. For Hal Smith, absent for picture day. Hal 1 for 2. I got to go through and see if I can. I can't believe we don't have his picture. He had 227 at-bats. And he walks. So Craig lost him. Three walks now for Craig. Waymire 1 for 2. He is singled and struck out. I'm sure it was a comfortable broadcast. Although Scully and Garagiola, I'm not sure if that changed over the years, were not always the best of friends. Vinny, of course, liking to work alone, and Garagiola, just all sorts of warm and friendly, but like to talk. Robinson and Hodges play for the bunt. And that got away again from Campanella, and Smith goes on to second. So Craig bounced that splitter in the dirt, and it's a 2-1 count and another runner in scoring position. Tony Kubek tells the story. Apparently, one of Kubek, and I'm going to probably get some of this wrong, Scully shared the same agent, that during the '82 World Series, which Scully did for CBS Radio between St. Louis and Milwaukee, and one of those flights, oop, I got an itch, hold on. The iced tea I ordered turned out to be iced coffee. That Vinny had signed the deal right around the time that World Series to be the number 1 guy. And Kubek knew that Garagiola wasn't going to be demoted off the number 1 crew. And so Kubek knew that his days on the number 1 crew were numbered. He'd been there since 1967. Pitched to Waymire. There is a base hit in the left center field. Smith will round third. Amorose has to play it off the wall. And Herm, in his Cardinal debut, has himself a double. How about that? And it's a 3-1 ball game. So Craig shaking his head. 99 pitches, 27 batters, 6 1/3, 6 hits. The home run to Rapolsky. He has walked 3 and struck out 3. Blasting game 0 for 3 with a K. That is into right center. Snyder moving over as Room makes a catch, and Waymeyer goes back to second. Honestly, I would love to see in a national TV deal, Red Shane Dienst 1 for 3, by the way, with a double. You take the home team's play-by-play announcer and the visiting team's color guy. I mean, you imagine Gary Cohen doing that, and Gary Cohen doing national games or whatever? I mean, just because A, they know the teams better than everybody else, and they know how to entertain. Pitch to Shane Dienst, walked him. So first and second here in the 7th, top of the 7th, 2 out from Musial. Stan 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. Craig delivers. That's into right center. Snyder moving over way back there. And Musial, nope. That caught a gust of something on a day where there's no wind. And we played 6.5. Stretch time 3-1 Cardinals. So the Cardinals got a run on a hit in the air, or no errors. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-6-0 for St. Louis. And they've left on 6, a run on 4 hits, no errors. And a runner left on for just the 1 for the Dodgers. Duke Snyder 2 for 2. How you doing, Mike, in the truck? Oh, yeah. Hamilton with Dwayne Kuiper or Mike Krukow would be gold. Absolutely. And it would be entertaining. And I understand you got to get in your promos for whatever shows that you got to get into. But I think it would be more about the game than whatever the storyline is. That's true. How you doing, Mr. Mike? Up until 76, it was NBC announcer and home team announcer. So, for instance, Monty Moore did the A's back in the 70s. So yeah, that would be how to do it in the World Series. Pitch to Snyder is a ground ball past Moon, and will drop in front of Musial. I don't have the fly balls quite right here yet. So Snyder leads off the 7th. He's 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. Before the network guys became big, 65, it was Ray Scott, who was the lead announcer for the Twins, and Vin Scully, who was the lead announcer for the Dodgers. Roy Campanella, 0 for 2. He is struck out and grounded into a double play. Pitch to Campy. That is a high ground ball to Blasting game. Might be 2. Shane Dienst for 1, and Roy is going to beat it out. The throw to Moon is not in time. So Campanella could steal a bag here. 1 out for Hodges. Gill 0 for 2 with a strikeout. But to be fair, a lot of those announcers back in the 50s and 60s just were known to national audiences for a variety of different sports. Got him. That's 6 for Waymeyer. Hodges looked at an 0-2 on the outside corner and watched it go by. 2 out for Robinson. Jackie 0 for 2. There is a fly ball, left center field. Back goes Brandt. Tie game. Jackie Robinson homers in the seats in left center field, and it's a 3-3 ball game. For Robinson, that's his 4th of the year. You got to wonder if Cinderella's pumpkin coach is turning into a pumpkin right about now. Robinson smoked that one over the manufacturer's Hanover sign in left center. Both teams have 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Here's Amorose. He's 0 for 2. That's pretty good. There is a ground ball to Moon. Wally underhands it to Waymeyer, and Amorose is retired. You guys, well, now it's 50-50 on who's going to win this. Ha-ha. So we played 7, 2 runs on the home run from Jackie Robinson. 2 hits and no errors. We go to the 8th. Cardinals 3, Dodgers 3. So Boyer, Moon, and Rapolsky to face Craig. Ken 0 for 3 with a K. There is a laser shot in the left, but Amorose is there, 1 out. Wally Boone 1 for 3 with a single. Craig in his last inning of work now is off the hook. And he walked him. Rapolsky 1 for 2. He hit that mammoth home run to right center in the 4th. Now is 3 on the replay and is driven in 15. Campy and Craig have a word. And the word is no splitter. Got him! Took something off of that one, and Rapolsky chased it. So 2 out for Jackie Brandt, who's 0 for 3. Highlight heyday. I've been listening to a baseball, the baseball radio. It's a sport that doesn't need a lot of description to paint a picture. Prefer not to be glued to the TV. Baseball, I think that is the problem with modern baseball, is that we are very much a picture-driven society. And baseball, as we've said for years, is the ultimate background radio sport. Pitch to Brandt. There's a fly ball to right. Ferrillo should have it. He does. And that will be the day for Craig after 7.5. No runs, no hits, and no errors. It is the Cardinals 3, the Dodgers 3. So Ferrillo, a pinch hitter, and Gilliam to face Waymeyer, who's only thrown 92 pitches through 7 innings. You can play a lot of cards with a ball game on the radio. Ferrillo 0 for 2. Waymeyer deals. That is a line shot down to Boyer. Kenny will snare it, 1 out. So who can hit a Waymeyer? The answer is going to be Charlie Neal. Neal does not have a pinch hit. Hitting .295 on the replay, a home run, and 5 RBI. That is in the right center field. That will drop in front of Brandt. And Neal's digging for 2, and he's in there with his 5th double. So the pinch hitter worked. Neal got a double. Here's Gilliam. Junior 1 for 3 with a single. Waymeyer, 27 batters, 102 pitches, 7 1/3, 7 hits, the home run to Robinson, and he has walked 6. Gilliam into left center. Back goes Brandt, and Jackie will make the catch. Charlie has to go back to second. Not with 2 out, he's not. He bluffed. He drew a throw. And 2 out for Pee Wee Reese. Here's 1 for 3. He has doubled and scored and struck out twice. Tribe Fan says we'd like to do a project without having everything need to be filmed. Dream project would be to do every game in 98. You guys were the wild card. You guys made the playoffs that year, right? Pee Wee 1 for 3, a double, 2 strikeouts, and a run scored. Oh, he knows how to pinch hit there, Mike. Pitch to Pee Wee, struck him out, and that'll do. So after 8 full, no runs, a hit, no errors, we go the 9th. Cardiac time, kiddies, 3-3. So it'll be Hal Smith, and they will go with the barber, Sal Magley. Sal will start in a couple weeks. He is over from Cleveland. Came over today. He comes back to New York. 39 years old. Didn't realize he was with the Tribe. Fastball at 82, a fly ball pitcher. With the Dodgers, a much-needed arm. 13-5 with a 2.87 ERA. So he won't start for a couple weeks. 191 innings for Brooklyn. 154 hits. 21 home runs. He walked 52 and struck out 108. Missing anything? 3-3 to score. Home runs by Jackie Robinson and Rip Rapolsky. Mr. Waymire making a great debut for the Cardinals. Every year from 95 to 99, the Indians won the Central. Did every game from 98 to see if the Yankees could win 105. Oh, yeah, McGuire and Sosa. It was also the year I got married. 27 years, come August. Mark McGuire hit a home run on the night I got married. Hal Smith is 1 for 2 today. He singled, scored, and walked. How far along are you in your 78 replay, Mike? Pitch to Smith. Struck him out. So Magley got to the K. 1 out here in the 9th. Waymire has singled and doubled. So Magley's Dodger debut in 56. Waymire's debut for the Cardinals. And Grady Hatton will pinch hit. I think Grady's over. Nope, Boston. Well, we know where he's going. He is 1 for 2 as a player, as a pinch hitter. Singled, scored, and stole a base. Magley, 1 out. That is up the middle, past the mound. Gilliam by the bag, over to Hodges. 2 out. For Brooklyn, it will be Snyder, Campanella, and Hodges against whoever the Cardinals throw out there to pitch the 9th. Blasingame is 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Just getting through day 1. That Twin Seattle series is rough because it's a 5-game set. Pitch to Blasingame is a fly ball to right. Ferrillo will make the catch, and that will do. Larry Jackson gets the call to try to finish this one out. Bottom of the 9th. Cardinals 3, Dodgers 3. So Jackson, 7 games, has a 1.23 ERA and 2 saves. Larry is 25, is an extreme ground ball pitcher, and the fastball topping out at 90. Got the save against the Phillies a week ago almost on the 8th. A 2-1 win, 1 inning, 11 pitches. Overall, 14 2/3, 9 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 10 walks, and 15 strikeouts. We did that game against the Brooklyn on the 5th where he threw 4 2/3 in a game that the Cardinals got pummeled. Yeah, Mike Cubbage, 9 for 10, 2 home runs. Cubbage and Royce Smalley is pretty good on that team too. For the 78 Twins, Duke Snyder has singled 3 times today. Snyder, Campanella, and Hodges here in the 9th. Cardinals 3, Dodgers 3. Jackson deals. And Snyder draws the walk. He is the winning run. For Campanella, who is 0 for 3, he has struck out, got it into a double play, and scored. does have one game-winning RBI on the year. 3-6-0 for St. Louis. They've left on 7. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. They've left on 2. That is a ground or line drive to third. Boyer snares it. Steiner goes back to first. And we are, after Boyer made a fantastic leaping catch. He really is something special at third. 1 out for Gil Hodges, who was 0 for 3. Waymeyer fanned him twice. Jackson deals, and that is a ground ball to third. Might be 2. Boyer, Shane Deans for 1, Moon for 2, and you're getting some free baseball on a Monday. How about that? We've played 9. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Cardinals 3, the Dodgers 3. So Magley, who can pitch for a while, to face Shane Deans, Musial, and Boyer. Red 1 for 3. He has doubled and walked. Magley starts his second inning. A slow chopper to third. Robinson waits for it. Has to fire off a bang-banger throw. Shane Deans does run it, and he beat it out. Robinson just kind of shakes his head. Shane Deans goes back to the dugout as Bill Verdon, not a threat to steal, but should not get doubled off so easily, becomes the pinch runner on first. Musial is 0 for 3. He has walked and scored in this one. Both teams now have 7 hits. Lupert Ojaki makes the catch, and Verdon saw that one all the way and goes back. 1 out for Boyer. Ken is 0 for 4 with a K. Ground ball. Little looper over Hodges. Ferrillo throws it back in. Verdon will hold it second. So first and second, 1 out for Wally Moon. Wally 1 for 3. He has singled and walked. Dodgers now lead the poll. It'll be Robinson, Amoros, and Ferrillo for Brooklyn in the 10th. Pitch to Moon. There is a line shot to Gilliam, and everybody's got to go back. 2 out for Rapolsky, who homered in the 4th. Rip hit his third. Rip ripped one, and he's now driven in 15. That is into left field. Past Pee Wee Reese. Verdon will round third. Amoros tries to uncork a throw to the plate. No, sir. Got away from Campanella. Boyer moves to third. And Rapolsky moves to second. And the Cardinals, because Amoros threw it away, take a 4-3 lead. So Amoros just uncorked one, but he couldn't find the target. So 2 out for Brandt. Jackie 0 for 4. Cardinals go up 4-3. Pitch to Jackie is a base hit in the whole left side. Boyer scores. Rapolsky scores. And the Cardinals have a 3-spot here in the 10th to make it 6-3. So the Barber did not get a close shave with this one, Barbasol fans. Here's Hal Smith, 1 for 3. He has singled, walked, and scored. Ground ball to Hodges. Gill waits for it, takes it to the bag, and that will do. However, the Cardinals take advantage of the error. 3 runs on 4 hits, and that error. And we go to the bottom of the 10th here at Ebbets Field. St. Louis 6, Brooklyn 3. So Robinson, Amoros, Ferrillo, and if anyone should reach a pinch hitter. It has turned cold here in Brooklyn. It was in the mid-60s when we started. But now at, I'm assuming we'd started at 8 o'clock, 10:35 Brooklyn time here. It is now 44 degrees here at Ebbets Field. Robinson homered in the left center. He now has 4 and has driven in 12 on the replay. Jackson deals. Jackie hits this one to short. Blasingame backhands it, throws to first. 1 out. For Amorose, who was 0 for 3. Got him. So a last chance saloon. Brooklyn 3 to tie, 4 to win. And Ferrillo isn't going to get pinch hit for. He's 0 for 3. So Larry Jackson, 1 out away from his first win of the year. A good one to start the week. Cardinals and Dodgers here on a cold night in Brooklyn. Jackson winds and fires. Ferrillo into left field. Back goes Rapolsky, and that ball is gone. So Ferrillo keeps the game alive. A solo shot to left, and it's a 6-4 ball game. Again, how deep of a team have you got when Carl Ferrillo is essentially at the bottom of your lineup? All Rapolsky could do is turn and watch it go. You are not robbing home runs at Ebbets Field. No, wait, this isn't Yankee Stadium, and it's not the Polo Grounds. Magley coming out. Yo, dog. Randy Jackson will pinch hit. Randy has 4 RBI as a pinch hitter, hitting 143. So 1 for 7 as a pinch hitter. Well, it has to be more than that. 4 RBI is a lot, especially if you don't have a home run. 2 for 10 overall with those 4 RBI. Nobody on, 2 out, 6-4 St. Louis, 2 out, bottom of the 10th. Jackson deals to Jackson. Ground ball to Boyer. Long throw to Moon. Randy's running and is out. Oh, that was close. Randy takes off the helmet, throws it in disgust. The Cardinals hang on to win this one by the score of 6-4. So 2 hours and 46 fake minutes. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Cardinals moved it within a half game of the Dodgers at 15-9. They leave on 8. Brooklyn, 4 runs, 8 hits, an error, and they left on 2. Computer gives Waymeyer the MVP. I think so too, although he had minus stuff. 8 innings for St. Louis, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. A home run to Robinson, and 7 strikeouts. Jackson gets the win. 2 innings, a hit, the home run from Ferrillo in the 10th, a walk and a strikeout. Craig for Brooklyn, 8 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. The home run to Rapolsky. He walked 5 and struck out 4. Didn't seem settled the entire time. And Magley, in his Dodger debut for 56, over from Cleveland, 2 innings, 4 hits, all 3 runs in the 10th, and a strikeout. So at the moment, Milwaukee goes up a half a game, and the Cardinals are 1 back. The rest of this Wednesday in baseball for you. The Indians double up the Yankees 8-4. Mike Garcia goes to 3-1. McDermott falls to 1-3. Al Rosen, 2 for 4, hits a second, drives in 3. Reds double up the Pirates 4-2. Freeman goes to 2-0. Roy Face falls to 2-1. LaPalme picks up his first save. We're playing the 16th, so watch those highlights. The Cubs go into the Polo Grounds and beat the Giants 4-1. Rush 2-3. Little 0-2. Baker 2 for 4, hits his 4th. In 10 innings, the Tigers pound out 17 hits. They beat the Red Sox 7-6. Aber 1-0. DeLocke falls to 0-3. Vernon with the V, 2 for 4, hits his 5th. Washington walks 10 batters. Where's forever remain 90 when you need them here? As the White Sox pound the Nationals 13-3. Donovan, they call him Mellow Yellow. He goes to 2-1. Griggs 1-2. George Kell 2 for 3. 3 RBI, and 2 doubles. Milwaukee now has a game lead in the National League as they beat Philadelphia 3-2. Buell goes to 3-1. Robin Roberts 2-3. O'Connell 2 for 4, a triple and a stolen base. And last but not least, Kansas, Tommy Lasorda. Tommy Lasorda shuts out, kind of, Baltimore. He goes 6 2/3. And it looks so weird to see him in a uniform that's not the Dodgers. 2 hits, he walked 4. Gorman couldn't get the save. So Lasorda and Gorman throw a 2-hitter. And Kansas City's at 500. He goes to 12. They're 12-12. They shut out the Orioles by the score of 7-0. All right. Wednesday on this channel, Washington and Cleveland. Early win. We'll get the call for Cleveland. And then Thursday's game, we're right back here in Brooklyn again for the Red Legs and the Dodgers. Don Newcomb looking for win number 6. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ron Juckett. So we're with you Wednesday. It'll be the Nationals and the Indians. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you Wednesday for that. Have a good day, everybody. So long. As soon as I can find my mouth. Oh, it's right there.